երբ մենք գտնվում ենք ինչ-որ իրադարձությունների կիզակետում,
Whenever we Armenians are in the focal point of certain events, there is usually a very limited opportunity to perceive and interpret those events. So, I would like for us to observe, in the historical overview, the statement on the handover of Berdzor that was made in 2022, and remind you that since 2015, it is safe to say that the report on Berdzor that has been the most significant one has been the report of media outlets on the slaughter in Berdzor in 2015. If you recall, in 2015, the founding parliament organized a motorcade through which it was supposed to campaign in Artsakh, and it was in Berdzor where the motorcade of over 40 cars was stopped. All the videos showing what happened in Berdzor in January of 2015 were disseminated after that. I would like to remind that Igor Muradian, Jirair Sefilyan, and Varujan Avatisyan were there, and everyone can recall the scenes in the videos and what happened there. So, back in 2015, it was already clear that a borderline was being drawn between Armenia and Artsakh, at least for our political force.
լրիվ հասկանալի էր, որ սահմանագիծ է դրվում Հայաստանի եւ Արցախի միջև.
The borderline that was drawn went to show that Artsakh was going to be used as a trifle in the coming years, and that efforts were going to be made for regression of the spirit for unification that was at the forefront of the Artsakh movement.
Միասնական են միացման ոգին, որով սկսվել էր ամբողջ Արցախյան շարժումը, ճիշտ հետընթացի ուրեմն ճանապարհ է ստանում. Այսօր
Today, we see that the people who were responsible for the slaughter in Berdzor have remained unpunished. 7 years after the slaughter that took place in Berdzor, there has not been any punishment for those who were guilty. However, when the statement on the handover of Berdzor has been made, what is on the agenda is the arrest of the same people who had fought for Artsakh and Berdzor during those years and during the years of the struggle for the liberation of Artsakh. You are aware that Varujan Avatisyan and his friends were arrested on May 28th. And right after this press conference, our martyrs will be going to court, which continues the disgraceful quote-unquote trial over the Sasna Tsrer. Getting back to Berdzor, what is the strategic significance of Berdzor for us Armenians? We are actually talking about the bridge between Armenia and Artsakh, which was created.
Փաստորեն մենք խոսում ենք Արցախի եւ Հայաստանի կամուրջի մասին, այդ կամուրջը ստեղծվել էր, դա պատմական, գիտեք, մշտապես եղել է Հայաստանի.
As you know, Berdzor has historically been within the territory of Armenia. But even if we take a look at modern history, and I'm not talking about the maps of the First Republic of Armenia, but rather the first maps that were the so-called and internationally unrecognized Soviet maps on which Artsakh was directly linked to the Armenian Soviet Socialist Republic. Later, throughout the years, all this was destroyed.
Տարիների ընթացքում այդ ամբողջը քայքայվելով քանդել են եւ այլն. Հիմա երբ որ
Nowadays, while the world order is changing, it is very important for us to touch upon what is going on in the world, especially ever since the war broke out in Ukraine. We are actually dealing with the change of world order, that is to say, change of borders. In this new situation where we Armenians, as an identity and as a state, are not speaking out about our interests and asking where our interests are. And when Russia states that it is no longer the legal successor of the Soviet Union and has declared itself as the legal successor of the Russian Empire, what are we doing? We talk about the unrecognized borders of the Soviet Union again. In this case, BEVER is of strategic significance because when they talk about the new road which will allegedly serve as a link, they don't talk about the infrastructures through which Artsakh and the Republic of Armenia are linked. I'm referring to the natural gas infrastructures. They don't talk about how natural gas will be supplied through the new road. This means that from this point forth, the people of Artsakh need to make purchases with the Azerbaijani manat. How can we picture this? Under what threats and under what kind of compulsion will the Armenians of Artsakh be forced to leave or declare themselves as citizens of Azerbaijan? This is the strategic change that is taking place right in front of our eyes, and we need to be fully aware of what is currently going on in BEVER and Aghabno. This is not just a matter of one community.
Այս ռազմավարական փոփոխությունն է, որ մեր աչքի առաջ տեղի է ունենում, եւ մենք պետք է քաջ գիտակցենք, թե ինչ է կատարվում հիմա BEVER-ում եւ Aghabno-ում։ Սա ուղղակի մեկ համայնքի խնդիր չի։
Բաժանորդագրվեք ազգային ժողովրդավարական բևեռի YouTube-յան ալիքին։